Hi everyone, I'm Hemu. This is my pre-recorded presentation about my proposal for extended research project. This is my index page. The title of my extended research project currently is Hide and Seek. This project is about the hidden loneliness and struggles many queer people, like myself, experience while trying to build careers, study, or find love in big cities. Even though city life can seem glamorous and exciting, I often feel isolated and lost, especially when returning home alone after nights of socializing or parties. For queer people, life in the city can feel like an endless game of hide and seek. We're always looking for connections, trying to figure out our identities, and sometimes hiding parts of who we truly are. I'm personally experienced moments where the excitement of meeting new people quickly fades into feelings of emptiness. This cycle of hope and disappointment can be really exhausting. Through hide and seek, I want to shed light on these real feelings and experience, and start conversations about how we can better support each other within our community. With this project, I want to connect with queer individuals who feel the same way as me. My goal is not to speak for the entire queer community or reinforce stereotypes, but simply to show that you're not alone. I want people who see my work to feel understood, even briefly. I also hope my projects can encourage a sense of solidarity and empathy, creating opportunities for queer individuals to openly express their thoughts and feelings. This might inspire people to support each other more actively, creating stronger emotional connections within our community. These are my main objectives in this project. Interview queer individuals to collect real, authentic stories, create sketches, animations, and possibly short films that express this experience visually. Experiment with coding, UI or UX design, and multimedia storytelling. Collaborate with interesting queer people like drag queens, dating app users, or other influencers. Produce tangible outputs such as comic, handmade installations, posters, or videos to tell emotional and nuanced stories. Encourage open and meaningful conversations within the queer community. My projects mainly target young LGBTQ+ people, like under 30s, who have moved alone to big cities for school, work, or personal growth. Many of these individuals might feel unsure or anxious about what their lives will look like after their 30s or in the far future. It's important to me that the audience find a sense of community and emotional recognition through my work. Often the loneliness we feel comes from believing we're isolated in our experience. This project aims to break that illusion, showing that these feelings are shared and valid. Back in the 1960s to 1980s, because of social restrictions, LGBTQ+ people often had to hide who they were. This led to special places called cruising spaces, parks, bars, cinemas, and bathhouses, where people could meet secretly. Today, this practice still exists but has moved online to apps and social media. Researchers like Chauncey explain these spaces were vital for forming identities, and contemporary scholars like Grandstuff and MacDonald have pointed out how this culture now survives online through dating apps, where anonymous yet emotional connections happen every day. My main idea revolves around a character who wears a golden wig. This character represents queer people who come from smaller towns to big cities in their 20s, excited but also a bit lost. They were really good at changing their appearance and identity with makeup and style, but in this constant change, they often lose track of what they truly are or what they want to become. This character symbolizes the fluidity and constant adaptation many queer people undergo to navigate city life. Their transformations represent the excitement, but also the confusion and uncertainty about identity and future goals, emphasizing the project's metaphor of hiding and seeking. I will start by interviewing queer people about their experience in urban environments, aiming to capture authentic emotions and stories. I will also look closely at queer film, podcasts, literature, and online communities to deepen my understanding of our identities and struggles. Scholars like Halberstam inspired me to see storytelling as a powerful way to explore queer experience and identity. I plan to experiment with sketches, storyboard, coding, photography, filming, and animation, blending traditional and digital media to create emotional and relatable visuals. I might need to borrow cameras and vintage camcorders from the KSA long room. Other technical needs will become clearer as my project develops. I really want to collaborate with drag queens, go-go boys, and users of dating apps like Tinder or Grindr. I will reach out directly through these apps, clearly explaining my project and ensure their privacy. I will also contact local gay bars by email or just walk-in visit, explaining how collaborating could benefit their spaces and build stronger community connections. I have several expected outputs. A comic series showing the quiet, reflective life of a drag queen after a glamorous performance, highlighting feelings of loneliness and identity. I want to portray intimate moments that contrast dramatically with a vibrant public persona, showcasing the emotional depths beneath the surface. Handmade installations representing the hidden emotions queer individuals experience under the flashy exterior of city life. Each layer of the installation revives another emotional or personal narrative, helping viewers understand the depths and the complexity of queer lives. A short documentary or fantasy film focusing on personal stories of queer people who try to find themselves and build meaningful relationships. These stories will reflect the real struggles, hopes, and dreams that queer individuals navigate daily in urban spaces. Graphic posters capturing small moments of emotional vulnerability and strength experienced by queer people in urban settings. These visuals aim to highlight both the subtle struggles and quiet resilience often overlooked in daily city life. I will ensure participants' privacy and anonymity with consent forms and clear communication. If homophobic comments arise during the research, I will handle them very carefully, provide anonymous options, and offer mental health support hopefully. Additionally, I might need support from mental health professionals available at Kingston University to ensure everyone's psychological safety. For timeline, I have projects planned from the end of April to late August, and the unit time is every 2 weeks, including literature review, background research, interviews, developing initial visual concepts, work in progress expansion, filming, editing, and refine final outcomes. Through this project, I will better understand how to ethically and sensitively engage with vulnerable groups which I belong to. It will also improve my professional skills in storytelling, visual design, and collaboration. Additionally, I believe this experience will help me clarify my career path by exploring creative practice and collaborative environments. The changes and insights gained will be invaluable as I build my identity as an illustrator and a storyteller who prioritize empathy and authenticity. These are the research papers, nonfiction novels, documentaries, and films that I refer to and will read in next teaching block. All sources will be referenced using the Harvard referencing style. That's all my presentation today about my proposal for extended research project. Thank you very much for listening.